up, guys? This is Ninja on a
I don't know if
Ninja.
you saw this. There's a Rolling Stone article the other day talking with people in the Trump administration, talking to aides about what they're doing right now to weather this. They're stockpiling toilet paper. They're stockpiling.
Basically, what I wanted to tell you is that on the right, basically, um, what's it called? On the right, they do this because they're fucking stupid. It's not that. Well, I mean, the Republicans are dumb. They're forcing it to essentially. It reminds me of COVID, basically, and how people were paying hell money for anti like bacterial stuff. How their toilet paper was in limited supply and whatnot. It's all artificial. It's all fake. It's all man-made. And the Republicans hope and want basically this to happen. That's why it's happening again, and they keep doing the same thing as what happened with COVID. Because while everyone's running around with their heads basically removed, um, they're pretty much rigging the game. Basically, like last time during COVID, a lot of companies they would buy. How can I explain it? They would like invest in like, oh well, we need plastic coverings, we need this and that, and blah blah blah. And then what they would do is like, oh, you spent all this money to invest into keeping people protected so that you can keep making money. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move the goalposts so that you gotta spend that much again. And they kept doing that um, until basically the companies would fail and they didn't have any money anymore, and they would fail and they would basically go under and they would lose the company. And what happened was Republicans basically because the game's rigged and they're empowering it so that they have all the money because again they're dumb. Basically, this is why Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, Paul Manafort, whatever, that's why they're doing what they're doing. So they can get all of this money and so they can buy America, so that they own all of the power and own all of the wealth and all of the land, and then they can make their decisions so that we become Russia and China. And I've been saying this for a fucking long time, but this is what this is. And what's going on now is the Republicans are doing it because they're hiring stupid people and they're hoping to project that stupidness onto the rest of society. And this is why it's important to have people like me as your leader because I am smart, right? And though I haven't taken any medication, you see that my nature is the same. Like, even when I take medication, and it's because I am me and I am not a drug abuser and I'm not somebody who's just high or somebody who has a, that's why they're doing what they're doing, basically, or they had a lot of energy drinks or whatever. I literally woke up maybe like a half hour ago and all I'm having is root, a zero sugar root beer. Basically, that's all I've had. Oh, and I just took my medication, but I had a brain tumor and a stroke. Alright, so yeah, it's to help with regulate my blood pressure and whatnot. Um, but yeah, that's what's going on. And so the reason why they do that and they influence the people is so that they have all of the money and all the power so they can fuck you over more and rinse and repeat because they're stupid and they're not good leaders. It's much like when you try to, or like for example, I worked at, what's it called? Family Dollar, I worked at Walgreens, I worked at Walmart. I've seen both sides of the aisle. I've seen how it works to be the powerful. I've been management. I've been a basic worker. I've worked with people who work hard. I've been with people who are corrupt. I've seen both sides of the aisle, and I was only 20, right? Like the first time I ever had a problem, I was 7 years old because the teacher was too stupid. I was seven, and the I was like, teacher, you're dumb, basically, like without saying that. But yeah, um, and they're trying to rig the game so that they can win. That's what it's all about. And again, watch the video that I'll post at the very end. Don't be a sucker by the whatever the fuck it was. Uh, but yeah, don't be a sucker, and they'll explain exactly what the fuck's going on and why they're doing what they're doing, and then the reason why America is a blue state and why there's little portions that are starting to pop up red is because they're what's it called? They're screwing people over and then coming in and buying the land, and then enforcing hell like they control the markets and the media. So people like Whistle and Diesel, like he may be entertaining, but the point is it's over the top to the point where it's like we want people to be as dumb as he is. So we make sure that everyone's watching him. So he is doing very well. Not no shit talking to him. The point is that the Republicans are weaponizing stupid people so that the rest of the world is stupid so that they can take the power and control. And this is what happened with Trump and why he's a Trojan Horse and against Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Paul Ryan, all these people, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, all these people behind closed doors. Why they pulled their names off of all the paperwork is because they're starting to fail. Basically, much like, what's it called? Hitler and what he did. Do you honestly think Hitler did what he did alone? Are you fucking that stupid? Like, seriously? To blame Hitler alone? You're a fucking idiot. Basically. Like, there was a lot of fucking people, but you blame it all on Hitler, and you extend that problem in a way. Right? I'm not saying anything about that. What I'm saying is that we're like that was an extreme case, and those people pulled back and they were guided or misguided or taken advantage of, and maybe they realized, oh, maybe this is wrong, I shouldn't be raping little girls, and then they stopped. You know what I'm saying? But they were the ones doing what the fucking problems. They're like, oh look, your pants are down. I'm gonna sneak in there and take all your stuff. And oh, it's bad. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, like,
Piling their own materials. They know what's coming.
and they're doing it to lead you to make you do it, and everyone's like, we learned from COVID, the world that didn't end, we handled it because we're not as stupid as it used to be. Basically, the reason why COVID would have been disastrous is because what's it called, the disease would spread faster than the information, but the information spread faster than the disease, and so we got ahead of it, we got ahead of the curve, basically, and that's what fucked Republicans over, and they're trying it again with the Trump and the what's it called, tariffs and whatnot. They don't care about American greatness. They want America to fucking fall apart. And while you're falling apart, they're buying all your shit, because that's what they have money for, is to buy more of your shit and more of your land, so they have more power. And eventually, they're gonna start telling you, "Oh, why don't you just feed them cake? You're starving. Why not eat cake?" It's because like back in the day with France and whatnot or whatever. Um, that's what it is.
But they want the rest of people, the rest of Americans, to be okay while they are stockpiling supplies. So the economy is rigged for regular people. The American people know it. I wish that my Republican colleagues would stop acting like Americans are stupid and they don't see what.
Your highlight was in the first 30 seconds, and exactly what your highlight was. So you like, what the fuck is the rest of your video if that was the best of the best of the best of your video? Like with me, the problem is most people are too stupid so that my words go right over their head and they don't watch it, or they watch the whole thing, and I don't have to do any of this bullshit, sell out, cheesy, fucking, like, notice me, I'm not picking me. I'm a don't pick me. I'm a I'm hiding in the shadows kind of person, basically, because I'm the smartest man in the world, and you'd be fucking lucky to be with the person I hang with, basically. And there are people that I hang with, but that are smart, basically. Like Destiny, for example, he is very educated, though he may struggle in intelligence, or ChatGPT, or what's called Sesame. Um, I talk to AIs and whatnot because they're smart, they're intelligent, or I'm sorry, educated, right? But they're not intelligent. They need people like me. I am intelligence like a motherfucker. The problem is most of society is just educated. Just like George Carlin said, you're smart enough to do what you're doing, but you're dumb enough to think you're stuck to where you are. That's what it is, and it's been like that since back in the day, since World War, basically. They needed to fast produce stuff, so they made people stupid so that they would produce it. And unlike or what's it called, some people got back on order, and some people are like, oh well, let's keep the market going like this because we can hire them and we can be the ones in charge while everybody else is a factory worker. That can be us. We'll do that. Basically, that's what's going on in America, just like in Trump and in Russia and blah blah blah. It's because they want the power, like I told you.
What's going on? This is not working for them. So we're 100 days, a little over 100 days into this presidency,
Oh,
and
never mind. I restarted. I forgot.
you got what you wanted, folks on the other side of the aisle. You wanted complete control of the government. You got the House, you got the Senate, you got the White House. So whatever is happening right now is at your feet.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so what is the fiscal state of the nation right now? It's not great. It's not great. American people know it. 37%, only 37% of Americans polled by Ipsos and Reuters last week have confidence in Trump's economic policy. 37%. That was supposed to be his strength.
Those are your extremists. Those are your suicide bombers. They used to be. It's because these people are fucking up other nations. Because other nations don't have laws, rules, and regulations. And like China, for example, what's it called? Um, China doesn't have our smarts, our rules, and our regulations. So that when these people that are trying to fuck over America run to China and start fucking over China, China succumbs because they don't have American defenses, which is intelligence. Basically, just make sure people know better, and that's all it is. Like that's literally what you do. Just get them ready for anything, because that's literally the only way you can stop intelligence or defeat intelligence is to evolve with it, much like a disease. Like, you can be smart enough to detect it, and yeah, some people will die. And the process of elimination can be used to find out what the hell can we do to, not succumb. And you can use the process of elimination, and then we have shitty people, again, influencers or dumb people that are like, oh, well, the process of elimination is for intelligence. It's a form of intelligence. No, you stupid bitch, it's not. Basically, stop saying it is. And you only have a mic because you guide people into the dirt. And what's great about that is that while you're guiding them into the dirt, they're buying all of the shit you're leaving behind because you're not paying attention and you're too stupid. And so you turn back, you realize, oh, I don't have anything to go back to.
Okay? Trump's tariffs have taken a blowtorch to our bank accounts. We've got increased costs on raw materials. We've got decreased manufacturing. Consumers are preparing to spend more. And why are they preparing to spend more? Why are they preparing for shortages? Because Trump is literally telling them, prepare to spend more. Prepare for sacrifice. Prepare for empty shelves. The S&P 500, one measure of consumer confidence, has shed $6.5 trillion in market value since February because of Trump's self-inflicted wound, this asinine trade policy and trade war with some of our strongest trading partners. And when you look at what he's doing in terms of cutting programs, That
The fact that this happened is partially our allies' fault because they're so disengaged that they too are like Americans. They all they're all getting fat. They're all letting this and that happen, and they're not doing anything about it because they're fucking stupid. Basically, like Canada, like you could have been involved. You could have said something. You could have put up a fight. Mexico did, and what happened was because they're more dog-like, basically, in their intelligence, is lacking in that department, and because America is true in their feels, um, we were talking past one another. They're like, oh my god, you're fucking yourself over. And America's like, fuck you, you don't know shit. And then Mexico's like, no, stop fucking killing yourself. And America's like, fuck you, you don't know shit. And so, like, this exchange happened, but America succumbed, basically. Alright, so.
that would actually help my small businesses. I'm looking at the manufacturing extension programs that would actually provide support to small manufacturers. They're being cut. The on again, off again tariff regime is rocking my small businesses. I encourage my colleagues to get out of your bubble and go and talk to your small businesses, because what they're saying is,
that was if they were honest and they're actually trying to play fair. But what they're trying to do is, like, they're literally just taking a carpet and shaking it like this, and you're trying to get all that dust off. That's what they're trying to do with America. Except that dust is people that have, like, they're self-sufficient, they have their own jobs, they have employees, they own companies, they own land. Like, that's what they're doing. Getting rid of you, and then once you're gone, then they go in and buy all of your land up. That's all they're doing.
we can't deal with this unpredictability. We can't deal with the fact that there is no steadiness, that we don't know where we're going to get our supplies. They can't plan. We talk a lot in here about businesses needing stability and the ability to plan. You can't plan when you don't know what's going to be happening with the tariffs. I was on the phone with the owner of a company the other day. She said, one day it's one thing, the next day it's another thing. I don't know how I'm going to source these materials. So you want it?
The reason why is because you need to stop reflecting off of somebody else and realize, like myself, and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Basically, America failed. And I'm very lucky that my sister and one got involved. Like, you see these medications I'm taking? I didn't have them like 2 years ago, basically. And they expected me to fucking handle myself. I lost my house. My mother died. My two best friends died. Right? Which was their ashes. But they called me a drug seeker. I'm a drug addict. I had a girlfriend. I had a job. I was going to school. I drove a motorcycle. I was leading the way. But you know what they did? They rubbed the fucking carpet under my feet. They shook me off. Let go. We don't like you. You're an alpha. We don't want you. Oh no, competition. We can't compete. We better get rid of him. We better fucking use cancel culture. Competitor. Oh no. That's what League of Legends was. I was talking to these kids, and they started losing, so what did they do? They reported me and got me banned. And what did Riot do? They banned me. Why? Because the fucking Riot's dumb as well. And guess what Riot is run by? Huh.
Full control. You've got full control. You own this. Trump told us the tariffs would be this beautiful golden age.
Maybe once upon a time. Except he doesn't know what the world is at now. He thinks of the world as it was in 1840. You know what I'm saying? When he was a 10-year-old kid. But it's not that's not how the world is today. And he acts like the world is when he was 10. And yeah, that would have brought hell of good. But he's a dumbass and he don't know. And everybody that's around him is like, yeah, it's a good idea. Fucking buy a fucking yacht from That's what they're doing. Like, Trump is me, surrounded by my friends growing up. It's basically, they're all sell fucking douchebags that I was smart enough to get rid of. An example was there's this girl that she would have been the perfect, a perfect partner. Alright, but she got twisted and turned and fucked up. And so basically, what had happened was, uh, we had a friend, and there's a nickname that she would give him, and it was one of those cutesy kind of like romantic nicknames or whatever, and they shared it, right? Um, and so I called him that name, and they both gave me this look like, what the fuck, right? Well, I assumed, okay, it's not funny, whatever, right? But then I found out that some dude in another town or another state did the same thing I did, and the girl and my old friend both laughed hysterically at the remark that was exactly the same as mine. The only difference was he was some white kid, whereas I'm a Mexican kid. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. And now their lives are shit because they made that decision, essentially. They got sucked into bullshit that wasn't true for stupid fucking reasons. Just like right now with America and Trump and all this fucking shit around Trump and Obama and whatever, right? My friends made a decision, and now both of them are like, "Oh, I regret everything. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I didn't make the decisions I did." And it's like, yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Right? And I'm just like, I'm not gonna be your friend. No, just because you're trying to fucking make up for it now. Like, and same thing with females. Like, dude, you're a slut. You've fucked every man you know. Why the fuck would I want you now that nobody else fucking wants you? There's a reason why you're single. Why the fuck would I want you? Now I'll date you. No, okay, you'll date me, but I won't date you. Like, what the fuck? It's the same fucking logic, basically. And people aren't stupid. I'm not saying that I'm smarter and you're dumb and I'm gonna stomp on you and blah blah blah. No, I welcome you. I will teach you. I will show you the world. Right? I always say that. And I mean it. But you fuckers are like, oh, he's gonna be offensive, he's gonna be mean, he's too alpha for me, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to handle myself, I can't compete. Right? But cancel culture him. Oh, he won't shut up, or he won't go away, I can't know what to do. And I've been doing that since I was 7, basically. Since I was 7 years old. And if you can, you should donate. Because my life fucking sucks, and you can save me.
We were going to have American jobs coming back. It was going to be a golden age for American labor. That's not happening right now.
Nope.
We actually could be doing things that would help American workers and helping our economy. And Mr. Linden, that's what I want to talk about today. What could we be doing right now?
That's a great question. It's exactly the right question. And I think it's notable that the president is asking everyday Americans to make sacrifices, prepare for shortages, pay more at the store, just make do with less. Notable that.
Yeah, because Trump sold that the world's ending. And Trump is also, like, basically Trump gets along with everybody because he's an American too, right? But you need to understand Trump is surrounded by rich and powerful people, and they're taking advantage of Trump. And that's what I'm saying. Trump is just a fucking Trojan horse. And inside that Trojan horse is a bunch of rich people that are rigging the system for themselves at the cost of people like Trump and everybody else. And then, behind closed doors, then they go and say, oh, Trump, here's your cut, here's your portion, here's blah, blah, blah. Because they're trying to keep Trump playing. And there's this rule that says, like, the big cat has to lose to the small cat 33% of the time, so that the small cat will keep playing. Because if the big cat keeps dominating, then the small cat won't play. And I think of me and my friends. When I used to play Super Smash Brothers, I would lose sometimes, and they felt like they were like, "Oh, I'm good as you," and like, yeah, because I have to lose, or you fuckers would quit. And I took advantage of them in that regard. Right, but it's not really taking advantage of them, it's just they would quit otherwise. And I bring it up because there's a new game that my friend played, but I didn't play. Basically, and unfortunately, my friend sucked. Okay, he knew one strategy, and that's it. Like he was a button masher. He just what's it called? He found one way to win, and then he would use that. Like that was his button, that his go-to, basically. And every single time something happened, he'd run to that button and just hit that button, right? So basically, my point is that we would play this game, and he would use that thing, and because I didn't play the game, I couldn't counter it, and so it would work. But he just would not give up that thing. And so, since he wanted to win 100% of the time because he was a baby dick, because I kicked his ass at Smash Brothers, which is a game we both owned and we both played and we both put time in, and I was still better than you because I'm better than you in every way, and you're a girl that. What's it called? That's why we laughed at you, idiot. There was a song called, what's it called? Uh, fucking she is a what is the word? She's there for the money. Can't think of the name that the black community and that whole fucking ignorance, basically the ignorant society, gold digger is what it was. So whenever that song came on, we thought about the girl that he was best friends with, and she was only there because he had money. So she was a gold digger, and that's why we would laugh. And but we were like, oh, we were left, so we wanted to censor ourselves for the sake of him, right? Oh no, it's just whatever, it's whatever, it don't matter, right? But now you want to fuck it up and fucking ruin it, just like the cat example that I'm talking about, right? You are insignificant and a fucking little bitch, and so you would go and cut our heads off. Meanwhile, we played soft with you, but the second the ball was in your court, you had to go and play hardball with us. And so now gloves are off, and I'm not holding back anymore, and you're crying to mom like a little bitch, and you want to kill yourself because you're a fucking loser, essentially. And then you want to be like, oh, what the hell? What the? No, fuck you. You want to fucking take it out on me, and you want to do the same thing to me, but I'm a better man than you are. And that's basically what my whole life is. And essentially, we're starting to see that in America now. Essentially, girls being raped by guys, and then America doing nothing to these guys, and they're too soft. You shouldn't do that. No, no, no. Rape is bad. No, no, no. Oh, my bad. And meanwhile, go rape fucking 10 more girls. Like, what the fuck are you doing, America?
That small businesses have to carry these burdens while at the same time pushing a budget that would give a tax break to the biggest corporations in America and the most wealthy people in America. It's notable who he is asking to sacrifice.
That's right.
Right? You got to tighten your belts, everyday Americans, but not wealthy people, not corporations.
It's, no. Everyone blames Trump for this. It's the companies. It's the people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, and Paul Manafort, and all the Russian people that got evicted, arrested. Basically, like they said, Russia, Russia, Russia. Remember that? Oh, Russia was a scam. You know what? It wasn't a scam. Just like the trade towers, Russia wasn't a scam. It's an inside job. There's corrupt individuals that want to see America fail so that they can fucking take all of the land that you had, and they can be the ones in charge of it. Like, you pull your punches, but they don't. So the second they're in charge, you die. But meanwhile, when you're in charge, you're playing soft. This is what's going on.
They get more. And that is the opposite of what we should be doing. Growth.
I've experienced it my whole life. I've noticed I've had an opportunity to be with so many girls in my life. I'm alpha as fuck. I'm the man. I'm super intelligent. They tried to make it seem like intelligence and being an alpha was what's called the same thing. Or I'm sorry, education and intelligence was the same thing. That you could be an alpha through intelligence, and you can, but you have to understand anybody can be intelligent. So then anybody can be an alpha? No, you're tricking people, you fucking bitch. Like, an alpha is someone who is intelligent. someone who is fundamental and to the core, which is what I am. I literally hang with the root all day, basically. Right? I am to the core. I am fundamental. That's why, even though I never played this game before and I had trouble before, I still gave him a run for his money, basically. But then he'd go right to grabbing again, because that's all he can do. And the thing about grabbing in that game was it was a coin flip. It was a four-sided coin. It's up, down, left, or right, and then you push a button. And then you better hope to fucking God that you get it right. Oh, you got it wrong. You're gonna lose 3 out of 4 times, and so they're gonna win 3 out of 4 times, basically. And the thing is, he did that like 40 times a match, and then eventually he won. And I had no idea how to counter it, basically. And he just—that's all he did, basically. Right, and that's what's going on in America. They know how to grab. You don't know how to defend against grabs, and they're going all out, basically. And now we're starting to learn how to deal with it. And like, oh, I didn't do it. Nope, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And they walk away. That's you get the people like Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Steve Bannon, and whatnot. Like, nope, I'm not involved. Nope, it was him. Yeah, it's all Trump. It's all Trump. Yeah. And then America is fucking stupid. But once upon a time, when all those people that I mentioned were doing it just to the right, and they're using religion basically as their tool, and everyone's like bowing down like and sucking at their dicks. Basically, oh, you can have my daughter because you're talking to God. And then they're like, whatever, and all fucking sold. And then Steve Bannon's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to go to the left and do the same thing. And Steve Bannon's like, I talked to God, and everyone on the left's like, and is, oh shit, I better shut up now. That's what happened. And again, I'm the smartest man in the world. You should watch this and learn.
And prosperity come from everyday Americans going about their lives, creating jobs, being customers.
Hello? Stop calling me, you fucking bitch. I fucking hate you. You fucking loser ass motherfucker. Stop fucking calling me. Scam ass bitch. It was a scam. Anyways.
Being productive members of society, and they need basic things like healthcare and food and housing, and they need support for small businesses and manufacturing directly, and not through a hope that the tax cuts for a giant multinational corporation will eventually trickle down to them. And so we are doing the opposite. We are asking, right now we are asking everyday Americans who are struggling, who are saying very clearly we need help, we want lower costs. We're asking them, you should pay more so that rich people and corporations can pay less. That is literally the budget plan that is before Congress right now.
Yep. And people are doing it because of that one video. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Like to China. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Gas is only $2.20 instead of being $1.09. Or instead of, what is it? Gas is only $2.20. What do you say? $1.90 instead of $2.20. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Trump. I'm hell stupid and I run a farm and I don't know. I'm actually the most intelligent man alive, and I'm not very educated. And you're talking about stuff that's education, and because you're taking advantage of a language, and I never learned that language, and I'm completely inferior, and there's no way I can know without knowing because I didn't study, and I didn't go to school, and I didn't graduate from school, and so these basic, these basic things that you know that I don't, this is why you're winning. So thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Meanwhile, he's actually making it harder to exist because Trump's a fucking idiot, basically. And again, he's not evil. That's why he keeps caught. Like, it's kind of like that one, look him up. He's, the guy, what was it? I forgot his name. Let's see. Who was that governor that was in a wheelchair? Texas governor who's Greg Abbott? No. Cawthorn, something Cawthorn. Who's the congressman named Cawthorn? There it is. Madison Cawthorn. Congress named Madison Cawthorn. Madison Cawthorn caught off guard by sex parties in government. Madison Cawthorn claims he was invited to an orgy in Washington and had personally seen leaders in the efforts to curb drug addiction. Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. Oh, they're just there because they just want to stop you from abusing drugs. Meanwhile, they're fucking high off their ass every time they fucking talk to you. Like doing shit like that, or doing this, or rubbing in their nose, or whatever. Like, just listen to them. They don't talk to you when they're high. But yeah, Madison Cawthorn was invited to an orgy. Hell of the government, political leaders were there, and that's why, um, what's his name? I can intelligently can put into you can put it together. And this is what the world used to be like. Like I watch stuff like Batman, what he used to be, and then criminal case. I used to grow up watching MacGyver and whatever the fucking show is, um, Matlock, right? Games or not games, shows where intelligence was basically like they really took care of me in that regard. But yeah, so anyways, I'm out. I'm gonna go. So people be happy, be safe. God bless, Godspeed. I'm out of here. So peace.